Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Joy of Improv podcast. Today's guest is the incredible Cole Wadsworth. If you've seen Cole play before, I'm sure you've noticed that his play style is unlike anything you've ever seen. It is so connecting, so physical, so out of this world. It is incredible the things that Cole can do on stage. Watching how his brain works is so beautiful. I'm excited for you to hear about Cole's journey to improv, and as Cole would say it, that he found it accidentally. We talk about the correlations between sports and improv and how Cole processes that athletic and sports mindset and how he brings that with him to the stage. This episode is full of beautiful improv insights and advice, but not just that, there are also such great moments that give insights to Cole's personal life and my personal life that I'm really excited to share with you all in Atlanta and the world. So sit tight and enjoy this episode of the Joy of Improv podcast with Cole Wadsworth. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Joy of Improv podcast. I'm going. Yeah. This is the start. Cole's been cracking me up. I'm here with Cole Wadsworth, y'all. I've been trying to start this episode for 5 minutes. And we just keep cracking up. This is it. This is the start of it. Yeah. I'm not doing that again.
You did a good job. Do it real quick. One more time. Go.
No, I can't. I got choked. No, okay. Cole, we gotta start the podcast.
I'll do it.
Okay.
5,
do it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Joy of Improv with Joel and Cole.
That was really good.
Thanks.
Okay, so here we are. Oh, okay. Catching my breath from laughing. I'm sweaty. I'm crying. Everyone,
really funny.
You're in for a treat. You're in for such a treat because right here on my couch is Cole Wadsworth. Cole is an amazing improviser that you probably know of or have seen play already. But what we're going to do today is we're going to learn about Cole's background and how he found improv. Oh. Cole, you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. My name's Cole Wadsworth. It is true. I am on a couch right now.
Oh, man. Well, we're in for it, y'all. We're in for it.
And now I'm doing a handstand.
He's not. Oh, now he is. What the hell, Cole? How did you do that? Cole, can you tell us, the people of Atlanta and the world, how you found improv?
Yeah, I had an unusual route to improv, which I guess I assume everybody did. I don't think anyone was like...
An unusual route?
My father and mother were improvisers, and their fathers and mothers were improvisers. I think most people accidentally find improv.
I don't know. What I'm discovering with multiple interviews and interviews that I've been listening to, you can drink your coffee if you want. Cole reached for his coffee, but was scared about the noise feedback. Look, listen. Yeah, that's him putting his coffee cup down. It. Yeah, that little thump. Yep. But what I'm learning is that so many people have found it in high school and college. There was like improv programs that's in their schools.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. So many people have had that. So those feel traditional when it's like a class that's offered or an extracurricular program.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I think it's mixed. All that to say that, you know, maybe your path is different, but like some people's path, they find it early.
Yeah. Wow. I was a jock. I was a real sport boy all my youth. And then in college, I got really big into poetry. And I started doing poetry pretty aggressively. Like I was like going to poetry slams and not doing them. I was too scared.
But I was watching them.
Yeah. But in advanced poetry in college, to graduate, you had to go to a poetry slam and you had to read your poem. Not to graduate, but for one of the finals, you know. So it was really important. And I went there and I got on stage with a poem that I thought, this is a banger. This is probably my best poem to date. And then I got too scared and I forgot it. And then
you had to memorize it? You couldn't have it on a paper or something?
You could have it on a paper. And I did have it on a paper.
Okay.
But I was trying to do it without. I got too scared. And then I was like, I don't remember my poem. So I reach in my pocket, hands quivering. I pull it out. I unfold it. And I'm shaking too hard that I can't read it. The words are blurry. I'm just like up there and I'm nervous. I just like read 3 of the lines that I can.
Knees
and then
weak. Hands are sweaty.
eating spaghetti.
Vomit on his
Spaghetti.
vomit on his arms already.
His arm.
Man, so you're shaking.
Yeah. Fuck. Is it like 4 different rap lyrics went to my head just now. One of them is "Who Let the Dogs Out," but that's not a rap.
That's a different song. Is that rap? That's not.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you insult the Baja Men like that?
Okay.
Was it the Baja Men? Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Nice.
Shaking, reading the poem. It was too blurry.
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm like viscerally sick when I sit down. And the judges, there's 3 judges. They thought that was so provocative. They put me through to the 2nd round.
What?
And I got to do that shit again with a different poem. So I'm like, I have my other poem in my pocket, but I know the same shit's going to happen. And it did. And I got up. I was too scared. I'm like about to vomit on stage. All these people in there. And I'm like, fuck this. I have to get over this. I have to be like, I can't. And my buddy's like, 2 weeks later, my buddy's like, hey man, I'm going to go audition for the improv troupe. Do you want to come with? And I'm like, yeah, I'll go as a gag, whatever. I'm a jock. But I get there and the person running it is Meg, who's someone that ends up staying in my life for like a long time. She goes, anybody else want to audition? And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. I'll do it as a gag. Who cares? I get up. I fucking love it immediately. This shit is so fun, so interesting, so engaging. And then I'm like, I got to get better at this shit. How do I get better at this shit? I learned how to act because I'm not like an actor. I play football and then I take an acting class. And I'm like, fuck, acting's fun. I audition for a play. I get the lead. I'm like, fuck, acting is so fun. How do I get better at acting? Oh, I take this in class. I take this class. And I just like spiraled into improv. And it became the thing that I enjoy doing the most.
Yeah. So you kept taking acting classes to get better at improv.
Yeah. The only reason I am at all good at acting is because I want to be a better improviser.
Yeah, I see that. Man, just grab your coffee. Just do it.
You didn't hear it?
Because I was providing a verbal cover for you. That's why.
The audience didn't hear it.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh my God, the full slurp. Okay, cool. Matt,
have you taken acting classes?
I haven't taken acting classes. That's something I've been thinking about a lot. I think I have some acting books, but I've been wanting to take an acting class to also get some acting skills under my belt for that too. Same reason to improve my improv.
Yeah. If anything too, I've found that like doing things that you just haven't done, period, help your improv. Every like new experience,
just life experiences.
Yeah. Just I've never done that before, and then after having done it, you are now a better improviser for just doing a thing. The tactile nature of living. When you touch things, and then you go into improv, and you're like making up a random thing. Now you have more access to more,
and things. You have more honest access too.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because
that's cool.
There's an infinite choice of things to do and play and become when you're doing improv. But when you're living life and having experiences, places, whatever adventures you're going on in life, you can pull from that stuff honestly on stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you want to take a class, an acting class, I only have one recommendation for you.
All right.
Oh, you want it right now?
I'm gonna write it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's through the Alliance, and it's called "Get the Fuck Out of Your Head." but it might be just get out of your head depending on how PG they feel like being any given year.
Okay.
Look it up. It's really fucking good. It's got
Who's
viewpoints
your
in
teacher?
it.
Oh,
Ileana.
viewpoints. You love viewpoints.
It's Ileana and Clayton. They're cool.
Ileana?
Yeah, you just look it up. I'm sure you've met maybe even both of them in the community.
Okay. So you auditioned, fell in love with it, took acting classes. You're leveling up your acting and improv skills, and then how did you? So you're still in college at this point, or this is after college?
Oh yeah, I'm still in college.
Okay.
I get on the team, and
You auditioned as a gag, got on the team.
everyone got on the team, Joel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Actually, wait, no, there was 2 people that didn't get on the team.
Oh!
Yeah, but there was only like 5 in the audition, and it was a brand new thing.
Okay.
They're like, we're starting this right now, and the people that were starting it, they were just 1 year above us, so it was like sophomores, maybe juniors. I think it was sophomores, like auditioning people. And so it was just young people who had done improv in high school teaching college people to do improv with no other guidance and an instructor.
Yeah.
And we weren't using books. We weren't being like, oh yeah, let's read this improv book. It was just these people, luckily they had some foundational like knowledge, and they were like pretty decent for, that era. And starting at day 1, I developed my disgust of people teaching improv.
Day 1.
Day 1.
Wait, what do you mean disgust of people teaching improv?
I didn't like it immediately. I didn't like it. I didn't know anything about improv.
Mm-hmm.
But the second someone started telling me, like, here is the door that you need to walk through to enter into the world of improv, I immediately started looking around. I'm like, there's a window right there. There's a fucking chimney right there. What are you talking about? This is the door. What do you mean this is the one? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, I see. You're talking about the way someone's telling you to follow certain rules of how to do improv, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, immediately. And now I've kind of like stepped away from my need to be so anti that kind of stuff, because there's value in information, and the rules of improv, or even guidelines, however people want to describe it, are just tools in a tool belt. So I totally value it.
Tools in a tool belt. Yep.
But even then I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And I started putting my sports into it, because sports and improv don't cross enough, right? Sports is about full commitment, absolute dedication. When you're on the field, you're on the field until you're off the field. There's no difference, And in improv, I think so many people just kind of are like really like casual about it.
Yep.
But for me, the second I step on a stage, I'm on the field, and you're getting me at a fucking 100%. Every single thing you've ever seen me do, I was trying my hardest. I've never been on a stage and been like, whatever. I'm giving it everything I have. And then when I'm off the stage, then I'm like, whatever, like, who cares if I did a good job or not? Well, on the stage, I was trying really hard. So if I did a bad job,
that's fascinating.
I just fucked up.
Okay. But what about before performing? Do you have that nonchalant, I don't care if I do well or not?
No. What do you mean non-performing?
Well, because after you perform, then you say, "Oh, well, I don't care if that was good or bad. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter." How do you feel before a show?
Oh, super nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, super.
Okay, we're laughing. I'm just gonna tell everybody.
Yeah,
because the cat's out of the bag. We're laughing because I winked at Cole because we had this. We're about to get into a conversation we had before we started recording, and we were like, shit, we should have recorded that because that was good. But just, okay, now.
I took everything I had in me not to just like say something else, not to just be a punk right there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, totally. But, but I think it's so paramount to who I am that it behooves repeating. But yeah, before every single time I go on stage,
You're
I'm
nervous.
like, I'm nervous. My heart is racing. I'm like, I have like that like that feeling of like, oh my God, what I'm about to do is so big. It's so pivotal. And
And you feel this like today. You feel this like when you perform now in the present.
yeah, I felt that. I felt it before we started doing this
Oh
podcast.
wow.
There's that, but I think that comes from like what I was saying, where it's like, if you are really going to give yourself fully to a thing,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to say, what I'm about to show you is literally the best that I can do in this one moment. I'm not casual about this. I'm giving you every single thing that I have right now. Then that's a real judgment on you at the end. Like that is what I was capable of, you know? So if it doesn't amount to a lot, then I have to be okay with the fact that my best in that moment wasn't a lot, as opposed to the safety net of me being very casual about a thing, saying like, oh yeah, but I didn't really care, like imagine if I did care, how good I could have done, That's just not my style.
Wow. That's fascinating. Every time you hit the stage, you're nervous before, and then you're on stage giving it your all, committed.
Yes.
So you're still in college, and you had a movie moment.
I'm in college. I have a movie moment. I am doing this play. It's actually a really powerful piece. In Colorado, there's a lot of immigration. There's a lot of immigrants because it's a farm state. There's a lot of like opportunities for workers to come and work without needing, documentation. And so a lot of immigration happens in Colorado. And I had a drama professor that was really motivated to bring these families to light. And this was during a time where, I think, yeah, this was at the time where like Trump was vying for like the presidency under the guise of, I want to build a big wall, I want to build this wall. And so this drama professor was like, I have to show people that the people that they're keeping out are hardworking and important members of the community, like these people that we're trying to like get away. And so I was part of this play, and we were going to like travel. We were going to go around to different places and put on this play, which was really provocative about immigration, telling the stories of these immigrants. And I learned aerial silks for it. I did all these things, and it was so amazing. But the opening day was also the homecoming football game. And I was like, fuck, this is...
Oh my gosh.
I go to my coach, go to the head coach, and...
This is a movie moment.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I go into his office. I knock on the door. I go into his office.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Cole? Is that your coach's voice?
Yeah, my coach is American Jason Statham.
What are you doing here, Cole?
You got a bomb deep within your chest, and it can only be disarmed if you score a touchdown in a homecoming game. And you're telling me you're not going to be there?
That was real. That was Jason Statham. That was really good.
No, but I tell him, and
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, coach, the homecoming game, I am in a play. And they knew, because believe it or not, after the very first play that I did, the most people that were in the audience on opening night, every single night, was the football team. We sold out tickets like crazy because the football team, so much of the football team would come to the play on opening night every time. But I come to him and I'm just like, hey, coach, I got this play. It's really important to me. But it's on homecoming, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, well, Wads is what they call me. Well, Wads, what are you going to be after college? Are you going to be a football player? Or are you going to be an actor? And I was like, probably an actor. And he goes, well, there's your answer. And I just like smile and I'm like, oh, thanks, coach. And I walk out the door thinking like, what the that's not how it goes.
No, that's not how it goes.
He's supposed to say, no, you got to be there. And then I struggle in the locker room.
Yeah.
And I'm in my football clothes and I run from the game.
Yeah.
You know, because the understudy like gets hit by a car or something and he's in, you know, like crutches and he's like, I can't go on either. So then I got to go, you know, but that's not how it played out. Coach is super supportive. I did this play and it leads me down like a spiral of really provocative, interesting performance.
Wow, beautiful. I'm so cool. It sounds like you had a very supportive football team. I mean, they all came out to support your plays and on opening nights, and your coach is like, "Yeah, go do that." That's like, I feel like that's a unique experience. I mean, I had the cliche experience also being a jock in high school and trying to do musical theater in high school. And man, those lives did not mesh well.
What was your sport?
Basketball.
Were you good? Could you palm a basketball in high school?
I don't know if that's a good metric for being good at basketball. Good at basketball.
It is a step, though.
It is a step. Was I good? I would say like I was above average, I think. I went to a small school also. I went to a very small high school. So like even at 6'2", you look like you have a thought. You want to interject? God damn it. You interjected to burp? Fuck. Now I feel like we have to keep that one in because it's so connected to the pause.
I was giving you the edit eyes. I was giving the eyes the edit.
Dude.
Okay, go ahead. You're playing basketball. You can palm a basketball. The coach is like, we got to get you in the center guard. We got to get you center guard.
That's not what I was saying, Cole. You asked me a question. You said if I was good at basketball.
Yeah, and you played center
I
guard?
said above average. I played center. I just played center because I was at 6'2". I was the tallest in the fucking grade.
Oh shit! You sprouted fast, huh?
Yeah. Maybe I was like 6'1" in freshman year, but like rounded out to 6'2" eventually by the end of high school. But I was a center at a small school, and at center playing against like 6'5", 6'6" guys. It was fucking miserable.
Oh, you didn't enjoy it because you kept losing?
Yeah.
Yeah. In high school, it matters.
But it taught me a lot. This podcast is getting into basketball now. But,
well, this actually connects to how I do improv very heavily.
Does it?
Yeah, sports. But you were saying...
Oh, yeah, that's why. Oh, yeah, just to tie it back, I didn't have that experience of trying to juggle musical theater with sports. I had the cliche coaching team that was like, you want to do that gay stuff? Yeah. And my friends and my football friends didn't go to my show. They were like, dude, you're fucking gay? What are you doing? Those are my friends, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In between their jobs selling newspapers on the streets of New York?
Yeah, because they had that accent. Hey. Dude, what are you even doing right now? Dude, so you're gonna go sing a song?
That's so gay. Anyways, I got it.
Well, and I don't want to say all of them. I had some supportive friends, but I think the majority were like, "What are you doing, dude?"
You didn't feel like you could freely do it without criticism.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
And without also like losing my status, you know, that high school stat, how important that is at that time. Yeah, all that to say, I am a big fan of your coach and your high school football team.
That was college.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of your college coach and college football team.
Yeah, it was a really wonderful experience, and I think it painted a lot of how I do improv. And you think about, again, this cross between athletics and improv.
Okay.
I guess performance in general. But when I played football, I was a punt returner, which is this. It's as spotlight of a position as you can get. Mm-hmm. The ball goes up in the air, and everyone looks at you, and they're waiting for you to catch this ball. If you don't catch the ball, your team could lose. It's so often it's like a huge shift if you don't catch this ball. And then once you do catch it, you have the opportunity to go forward or just don't go forward. You know, you can just sit down and be like, okay, but this is where we want it. And I never did that. I always went forward. I always tried to catch it and I always went forward. And that thrill, that like feeling of every single person's watching me do this, I can't mess this up. I have to.
Interesting. That same mentality you shared before about being on stage.
Oh, yeah. And it bleeds. It just bleeds into me, this feeling of, put the pressure on me. I can do it. You know, so when like in an improv scene, and this is also, and now that we're having this conversation and I'm saying this out loud, I feel like it is an unfair thing that I push other people into this kind of mentality. And that's something I'm realizing right now. But
you're saying because of the energy that you bring on stage,
what I verbally tell people they should be doing,
okay, I see,
is to take full accountability of every scene on your own. It is no one else's fault why any scene is bad, why you think any scene is bad, why the audience doesn't laugh at any scene, why a joke falls flat. It is never anyone else's fault. It's just take full accountability for any one moment. If you're in a team and you can go on stage, just take full accountability. You know? And so that's why I have that like mentality.
That's your belief. That's your mentality.
Yeah. And I need to stop telling people that.
Because that's unique to you. That's unique to how you process and perform.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm okay with.
Have you told people that?
Yeah, I tell people that all the time.
Oh my God. If you're listening to this and you've gotten that feedback from Cole, what do you want to tell them?
I stand on it. I stand by it.
Yeah. That's not what you were just saying.
I think it's unfair, but I do. There's such a truth to it that I think is better for the community. I think the more that you yourself look at a scene, look at a moment, look at any one moment, and instead of projecting your, how do I put this? Your disagreement with someone's choice, instead think of that as the football that goes up in the air. And it's your responsibility to catch this ball. And you can do it, you know, just catch the ball and then move forward.
Oh, did you know you were going to connect that?
Let me just check my notebook. Scratch that out.
That's hilarious.
No, but that's really a beautiful metaphor.
Yeah, it is. I think that connects really well. And I think you're right, because even if you take it to an intense level, at its heart, if you're taking the stage, like the audience wants to see performers on stage caring about what they're doing. We don't, I think I see a lot of what we said already, like that casual improv energy, like nonchalant energy on stage. It's like, what do you, if you don't care about it, why should I care about it if I'm watching this show?
Yeah. And there's a difference too with there's a difference between this being something that's really important to you and just giving it your all on stage.
Yeah.
Improv cannot matter to you. It can be like, whatever, it's something I do once a month. It's something I do once a year. I go to a jam once a year, big deal. But you will get more out of it. The audience will get more out of it. Everyone benefits. No one is less for you just putting all the effort you can in the fucking 7 minutes that you're on stage. Can we swear?
Yes. Yeah, I've enabled explicit. I put the little E check mark on the podcast. So we're good to go, baby. We're good to go. You can say anything, but wait, don't hold on.
It's a whole different thing when you're doing a podcast, because like we're naked right now, but that's fine because they don't know that.
Yeah, because we're not recording it yet.
Yeah.
So that's just for us.
That's just for us.
But yeah, you can cuss if you feel the emotion and the passion of what the conversation is leading to using a cuss word.
Do you say cuss words? You don't say curse words?
I say cuss. I used to say curse words, but then it transitioned at some point to cuss, and I don't know when.
I hate cuss.
I used to hate cuss, but now I'm using it. I don't know why.
Ugh. It's gross to me. I don't know why.
Well, where I grew up in Jersey, we say curse words.
Yeah, curse words.
But for whatever reason, here in the South, a lot of people say cuss words. So I've just kind of adopted cuss words now.
You should not use what people do in the South as your guiding compass. Nothing wrong with people in the South.
Damn,
But-
that's recorded.
I mean, I would also say that about people from the North too.
Yeah, maybe just about humans. In
Yeah,
general.
because as we know, all of your high school buddies were from the Norse.
They're from the Northeast. Yeah, some of them. My old buddy Odin.
Whoa.
Odin. Yeah,
How many eyes he got?
3.
He's got 1.
Odin.
Odin.
Oh, because he has the patch. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because his crow took his eye.
His crow took his eye.
For all the wisdom in the world, so that he may know more in seeing less. That is true, I think. I think he gains like
Some power.
he gains wisdom.
Yeah. Going back to improv.
Yeah.
That was a really nice tangent.
That all feels connected.
How so?
Hey, okay, you want to play this game?
What
Joe?
game? What game do you want to play?
With you, buddy? Do you play chess?
I've played chess. Like, I know how to play chess, but I'm not good at it. I barely play.
Can I ask you an improv question?
Sure.
It can be related to improv.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure what is allowed in this podcast. If playing, like doing improv
Okay.
was a game, what game do you equate it most to?
Ooh.
You can think on it, let it gestate. If you have
Okay.
some questions that you want to ask me.
Okay. Game. If improv was a game, what game would it be? Okay. Maybe. No, I'm thinking of a different game.
Oh, the audience is going to think you're so smart because Matt is definitely going to edit.
Oh, we're gonna
long
edit the
pause.
silences out, and then my answer's gonna be super quick.
Yeah, but the audience won't know.
Yeah,
But I'm going to
but
bring it up
it's
a lot.
definitely not chess because it's competitive and overly strategic, right? Because I think it's too strategic. I feel like it lacks freedom. There's too much structure in chess, right? The moves can only move a certain way. So that doesn't feel like improv to me. I'm thinking about this game comes to mind, but it's not collaborative, which is why I'm hesitant to name it. It's the sticks game where like you drop a bunch of sticks and however they fall, you got to like take it up, pick it up.
Kerplunk?
Is that what it's called? What
No,
the heck
I
is
think I'm
that?
just making that up.
Yeah, that sounds made up.
I know what game you're talking about. I've never played it, but I saw the commercials and I'm like, that looks so fucking fun.
It's cool. It is competitive, but the way I used to play growing up was like it was collaborative. You would just take turns grabbing sticks and without moving the other ones. But the game is meant to be played competitively because you're supposed to collect as more sticks than the other person without moving
I think
the thing.
if you think about those sticks as support,
That's how I'm trying to look at it. Yes,
you can think about improv competitively if you're just like, I'm going to be more supportive. I'm going to be so fucking supportive. I'm going to kick their asses in supportiveness.
Shit. Cole, I've never thought about it that way.
There's nothing wrong with winning improv.
Being competitive in support. That's wild.
That's going to change everything. You're going to start palming scenes in no time.
Wow. Just like high school.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's.
The Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the connection settings in the Google Home.
Okay, how do we circle back here?
Circle back to what? What even? That was a million years ago. We got to start something new.
No, we're still on your background. We haven't got out of college.
Shut up.
We haven't got out of college yet. Cole. You're still in college right now. We haven't gotten to you. What you? We haven't got to you leaving college and then finding improv in Atlanta.
All right, you want that?
Yeah, dude. That's what I want.
I'm dating someone at the time, graduate, and she gets a job in Atlanta. And so she's like, you want to come with? And I'm like, whatever. I'm a yes for most things in life.
Interesting.
And so I'm like, yeah, cool. Sounds great. And then we move here. I start working at Stone Mountain as like mascot and
Fun.
and like some other things, you know. I get like a job as a busser, you know, just like regular dumb, you know, starting out
Yeah, sure.
jobs. And then I see a thing for Dad's Garage, little improv, and I'm like, oh man, I loved improv. Let's take it. And I take a class, and in this class, two incredibly important things happen for the rest of like who I was as an improviser. One, I meet my very best friend in the whole wide world, Hannah. And two, I go to my first improv jam.
Wow.
Those two things are like foundational for me.
crap.
Yeah, it was like really, and it was fun too because Hannah is like my best friend, and we've been, you know, really, really, really close ever since that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I show up, and I'm there on time because I'm a punctual human being,
Mm-hmm.
and Hannah's late. She is the reason I have learned how to tolerate non-punctuality, tardiness, if you will. But
She's gonna love this.
she comes in. She's not going to listen to this. She doesn't listen.
I'm gonna send it to her directly.
She barely likes improv. She's probably one of the best improvisers
Yeah.
in the history of improv,
Yeah.
and she barely likes it. She comes in late, and I'm doing like a gag, a joke or something. Like she doesn't have enough. There's not enough chairs. I don't know her, and I was like, "You can build one," and there were like some like blocks, some like kid blocks or something, But she comes in late chewing gum with her mouth open. Of course I'm going to like razz that human being.
Sure.
We don't talk like again, and we see each other at the improv jam, the Dad's improv jam. And we're like, oh, hey, we're cordial, blah, blah, blah. And we go up, we crush, we have a great time. And then from then on, best friends, we go to every jam.
Wow.
We love it.
Did the improv set feel like it brought you together?
Yeah, we didn't really do it together. We didn't like improvise together, but we were both there.
I see.
And the camaraderie of it all.
And the camaraderie of it all.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why jams are important. You know, go to jams, make
Dude,
friends.
yeah, jams. That was at a time where the Dad's jam had like 11 people.
Mm-hmm.
So few. You'd go up and you would just do a little thing. Like Ed was hosting it and he would give notes afterwards. And it was just so small, so interesting.
Yeah.
Now it's like a whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing. It's more of a social event now.
It's a
community
huge social event, yeah.
Then yeah, because the reps with the size of it now is huge, but it can be pretty hectic, the sets now, with the amount of people kind of like trying to get into scenes.
Oh, do you guys, because you still co-host that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys worry about that? Is that like something you think about?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yes, it is. We don't have like a solution yet. What we prefer is we love when there are teachers present, conservatory members, conservatory alumni that we can strategically place on teams to support everyone and make sure everyone gets in. Is my preference. Not all weeks we have that available. And then it just becomes, it is what it is kind of thing.
I didn't know you guys did that. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The jam's changed a lot, and I think it's full. I mean, we have like 60, 70, sometimes 80, 90 people there every week.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. And obviously, and the cap is 50, just so for listeners to know, but a lot of people still go just to spectate and hang out because it's social, because it's a community event. It's a community social event too. And it can get hectic. So at the top, I try to give reminders about like the boundaries and making sure that we're taking care of each other, and just like try to give a few words up, at the top to kind of get in the mentality of support.
Mm-hmm.
And it typically helps for the night to go smoother.
Yeah, I think it's worked out really well.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. There's such a, community is a good word for it, but there's such a gravity to it, It's so easy to for different reasons come to this thing, you know, like, oh, I'm coming to see my friend, go, oh, I'm just looking for something to do. I just want to, you know, like have a good time. I want to, you know, get my reps in. I want to do improv because I like my friends are doing improv, you know, and there's so many reasons to get there. And then once you're there, it's like really addictive.
It's addictive. Yeah. It's fun. This next Tuesday, this won't be out by the time to promote it, but next Tuesday's musical improv and I'm hosting.
That's really cool.
It's fun.
Yeah. What's your deal with when it comes to the musical improv jam? What is the, like, not your deal, but what is your mindset going into it when you're trying to get people to do music?
It's okay.
When you're trying to get people to do musical improv, what is in your mind like a success? Is it them, you know, singing? Just like getting up there and singing?
Let's see. What is a success? I think for the first timers to just try it. Just to try it. Just to try singing. Even, it doesn't matter if it's off key, off rhythm, does not matter at all. Just to try and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's surprising me after each musical improv jam, because I take an inventory of like, whose first time is it? And I see the hands and then like.
There's always like 5.
There's
How
always
is that
like,
possible?
every time there's always new people. I don't know.
Crazy.
But something that happened at the last musical improv jam was it was somebody's first jam ever. Level one student, first jam, musical improv. And they signed up and they played, they sang.
What scene was it?
What scene?
What'd they do?
I don't remember.
Name one thing from that set. I'm not putting you on the spot. I have like a really good memory for improv scenes.
I remember she was wearing like a black, like overcoat, like a thin overcoatish type of, I don't know what the fuck to call it.
What were you wearing?
A button-up shirt, striped. Are you messing with me? I can't
No,
tell.
I'm being real. Improv is the only thing that I like have a good memory for.
I think you were in the room.
Yeah, I bet I was.
I think you were doing that thing where you hover in the by the back wall. You're doing that thing that you do.
Yeah, I can't sit down. If I sit down for too long, I get sleepy.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to stand in college when I was taking classes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was the first time, and then afterwards she stayed for Q&A and the notes, and she was like, "That was so fun." She had a blast.
Cute.
Yeah. So then I think about that, and because I know it's really intimidating, really vulnerable, even slightly more so than improv, because you like to trust singing and like to a melody, improvising lyrics. It's tough. So just getting people to try it is a success.
Yeah.
And afterwards, after the last one too, a lot of people were like, "Oh, that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be when I started doing it." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's it. That's always the case.
That's literally everything.
That's everything.
Every single thing."
Yeah.
Except for snowboarding. Snowboarding gets scarier. The more you learn how to do it.
Yeah, because then the hills get steeper, and like you're doing like backflips.
Yeah, and then you realize like,
and then you're in the X Games, and then you're in the Olympics, and then it's
sponsored by
like
Mountain Dew. You don't want to drink the product, but you have to.
Then you're sponsored by Mountain Dew, and then there's a whole ethical thing. Like this is poison for kids, you know?
Yeah, it's.
So it just gets tougher and tougher and tougher. Wait, let's circle back to improv. Oh man,
that should really be the title of your show.
What? Let's circle back to
improv. Circle back to improv.
This doesn't happen as much in other interviews. just to let you know.
I know why. It's because all these fucking improvisers, they love talking about improv. Here's all my knowledge about improv.
Whoa,
Matt, you could
hot take. No, keep that in. Everyone needs to hear.
Yeah,
no, but there's something there, right? What's your thought? Elaborate on that thought.
I stand on this too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there is an abundance of people that think they know better in improv, and I don't necessarily think that that's a good way to be. I've been doing improv for like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Probably longer, because I'm not, well, what year is it? Since 2010 is when I started. So
2010.
16 years. I've been doing improv. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2026.
Yep.
Yeah. But 16 years. And if someone has been doing improv for 1 year, I think that we have no reason to believe that I am like better at this than the next person.
Mm-hmm.
But yet we come at this from this like weird angle of like judgment and criticism, suggesting that people, don't know what they're doing. And so much of what I think is like truly beautiful about improv, it doesn't even come from the knowledge of improv. It comes from like a willingness to do things, and like a love
Yes.
of the moment, and an honesty in our reactions. And none of that is like what you're learning from well, that's not true. A lot of authors will write that, but it's not like foundational knowledge leads to better, more equipped improvisers. I think what knowledge does is it raises your floor, it gives you tools so that you will fail less, but it doesn't raise your ceiling. I don't think knowledge raises your ceiling in improv. I think so often it'll pull that ceiling down, because you start thinking of I know that these things are possible. I know that the stuff that I have done will work. I know that, like here's tools that I have, and when I use these tools, I will get to this height. And this is a height of success. But someone that doesn't have those tools and doesn't know what they're doing might stumble on something that is like, not untouched, untapped. And now they fucking shoot straight up in the air because they don't know what they're doing. They don't even know about a ceiling. They're just, and, they're also going to fall harder because they don't have the tools. They're not building relationships. They're not setting up things for callbacks, but they're fucking flying to the moon, and then they're crashing into the ground. So whenever people are like really knowledgeable, and then they comment on things of other people not being knowledgeable, or like, oh, it was so hard, like all these people, it's just like hard to improvise with these people. And I'm just like, oh God.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't care how many you're in level 4 and they're in level 1, and you're going to comment on them not knowing how to do improv. Like, oh, you're a teacher, you're a coach, and you're going to comment on these people and how they're doing it wrong. It just, so that's when I say, like, people like improvisers, the more they do it, and they get that mentality of like, I know what I'm doing, in juxtaposition to them not knowing what they're doing. That is such a dangerous, not very fun mentality.
Yeah, I mean, especially in this artistic space that requires the removal of judgment to fully express yourself and feel free and reach this level of like childlike play, right? To reach that, like you can't judge yourself, you can't judge your choices or judge the other person's making offers at you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to, when I first started, think the way you just said about like playing with tough people to play with, be like, oh man, the other was tough. They're you put it like over there. And then now where I'm at now, I'm more aligned with what your perspective. That's like now when I talk about jams and people are like, oh, I don't go to jams where they're tough. They're just like, yeah, it's tough playing with new improvisers. And I was like, yeah, that's why I love it though. Yeah, it's hard, but it makes me a better improviser. Like,
who's making your choices there, bucko? Who's making your choices? You're making your choices. What do you mean it's hard to perform with anybody? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're the one making all of your choices.
Yeah.
It's so
and something that helped me realize this is you're an example of this too, and so is Madeline Evans. Like I could see you and Madeline in any scene, make it work with anybody. Doesn't matter. I see Madeline turn any offer, no matter how negative or wild, and just listen, be present, and lift that offer up. and like make it work, turn that scene into gold somehow.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter and to still be present and supportive.
I think something that I think Madeline and I both have, I guess the two things that we really have in common is like a ton of experience really committing to this thing. And then also an absolute love of the craft.
Yeah.
And I think the more you love it and the more you lean into that and the more you like are really excited about the next moment and the less you're thinking about, you're worrying about, like the more you love it, the less you're worrying about it, So when you're in the moment and something happens, if your reflex is to love what they did, even if it doesn't make any sense, then the choice that you make that follows their choice is coming at like a much healthier perspective, because what you're saying is, you made the perfect choice. Thank you so much. Here's my contribution, and then it doesn't really matter what their choice is.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it was improv related, like you love.
I love it when it's improv related. Thank
All right, let's circle back to improv.
Let's circle back though. Let's circle back because, okay, so you had the Dad's Garage class with Hannah, met Hannah, went to the jam, became friends. What's next after that?
I climb the classes at Dad's,
You go through the levels
and
you level up.
As much as I like, I'm pretty anti-authoritarian when it comes to improv, and I don't like. Jeez, Joel's just chugging away.
Come on, it was quiet.
It was quiet, but I could hear it. As much as I hate on a lot of it, I think everyone should take every class that they can reasonably afford if you love the craft. Because like I said, if you love it, then what anyone says is the perfect, wonderful thing. So you can really gain a lot from anybody. And tools are great. Tools are great to have. But when I went through these classes, and I had an entirely different experience than what anyone will have at Dad's, because my level 1 and my level 4 teacher was Matt Stanton, which is like one of the founding members of Dad's Garage. And he was a fucking phenom. Like the way that he performed, how like he was effortlessly supportive, and he would be the most interesting character, and like his choices would be the thing that you remember, and it would be him lifting someone else up, so like he was a star support player that was just so fucking amazing at it, and he loved it so much. Everything about him was just like pinnacle improv to me, and he was my level 1 and my level 4. And so Hannah and I got this like really like, we sandwiched our education in, like the perfect environment. So after that, I really did feel like, oh fuck, man, Atlanta is the place to be. Improv is the thing I love. I want to do it as much as I can. I'm going to go to every jam. I was going to jams like 4 times a week. That was also during the first jam explosion.
Pre-pandemic.
This was a million years before the pandemic. Yeah. But like improv was pretty mild in Atlanta, and I watched it. I had no part in it. I just got to participate in it. But I watched jam after jam after jam start up, and it became like you could go to so many. It was High Wire. It was Limelight.
Richard Kickers.
It was Richard Kickers. It was Dad's. All these different jams happening. And you could just be like, boom, boom, bing, boom, boom. You go from the Dad's jam to the Richard Kickers jam, and you're doing improv from 7 to 2 a.m. It was, you just did it. It was so fun.
Yeah, Richard Kickers is coming back.
Yeah, and they did one before
the teaser jam.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. The thing about Richard Kickers how many times have people referenced it in this?
I think just with Madeline.
It was the most important jam that a lot of performers could have gone to. The way that it freed you of the restrictions, how dangerous it was the most dangerous jam.
Yeah.
Like topic wise, physically dangerous,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yes. When we talked about it in Madeline's interview, we talked about it being the Wild West
Yeah.
of jams.
Yeah, it really was. There's a movie called The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. And I can't remember where, I think it's a Korean film, but it's like a cowboy and like a samurai and like assassins or something like that. And they're all just in this like saloon town and they're just fighting each other. And the whole time it's just a series of like, I can't imagine what's going to happen next, but I know that with these three things, it's not going to be normal. And that's how every Richard Kickers felt. It's like, I don't know how it's going to be weird, but it's not going to be normal.
Yeah. And Madeline said that that's a big reason. Those jams, specifically Richard Kickers, is what helped her to hone her craft of supporting and listening and making scenes work out of nothing. Out of like, yeah, she said it was that jam.
Oh, and
helped a ton.
That's so interesting. If you think about you saying Madeline and me being able to improvise with anybody, that comes from improvising with everybody.
Yeah.
And I think Richard Kickers was a great example of being able to, a free space to improvise with people that are doing inappropriate, offensive, like just egregious things. And the scenes weren't getting cut. People weren't just swiping the scene away. There was no one controlling the edits to make that stop. You had to be on your toes. Someone would come out and they'd be doing something like blatantly racist, and you would just be on stage with them and they're like doing something just so horrible. And you're like, okay, now I got to live in this scene. I have to like justify your choices. I have to make choices, and I have to do it in a way that I disavow your racism while accepting that as your offer, and doing stuff like that, like figuring out how to juggle that, or physical violence, like someone, like literally pushing you, like shoving you aggressively. Drunken belligerents, they're getting on stage and they're just like, falling all over and they're saying all these things and not listening. Like learning to improvise with that. Oh, and then you go on stage and someone's like not yes-anding you. It's like, oh, this is this is fine.
That's a cakewalk.
You didn't even say a slur. I can work with this,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense. And just for listeners, like especially if new improvisers listening, I maybe wouldn't recommend the Richard Kickers jam to start out.
I would recommend it 100% as your first jam.
Don't.
I think you should.
Well, if you're up for it, because I guess what I would hate to happen is if a new improviser goes to that jam, has a bad experience, and then it's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Totally. Yeah.
You can go spectate. It's up to you, but just make sure that you're up for it and mentally prepared to participate if you're going to play.
Yeah. Well, and you'll never experience what we experienced. The community as a whole is
different.
Yeah, the community has become self-correcting.
Okay, cool.
Everybody is way kinder and nicer, and we're more as a community into this idea of like censoring people. And to a certain degree, I'm really appreciative of how we've collectively been like, you guys, we really can't, be evil people. You can't be an evil person and just keep getting back on stage. And I'm like, I'm all about that. But now I'm also saddened that the response to that is just like a silencing. It's non-educational. It's become kind of this shunning, And a lot of people would say like, well, they shouldn't be doing improv if they're going to like have that kind of mentality. But to me, I kind of saw some people learn through doing that and, not getting any laughs, not, getting supported, and having people actually in real time tell them, hey, that's not the right, like you're a bad person for having these opinions, that are like hate speech. And then they like can self-actualize. They can, in that moment, maybe think about it.
Yeah. Who's responsible to make that communication, you think?
Oh God. Wow. Me.
Cole Wadsworth.
No,
All right,
no, no, no,
everyone.
no, no.
All right, send your emails, text messages to Cole Wadsworth if you have an issue.
If you're improvising out there in Atlanta and you have someone and they're just saying some really terrible things on stage and you don't know how to address it, you can come to me though. I feel very comfortable
Yeah,
as a person.
I would say that too. Yeah,
You can come to me and because I'm not afraid of just like talking to people, having these conversations. I feel very equipped. And I used to get in a lot of fights, like fist fights, so I can
stop
I
it.
can handle myself.
Oh, like when you were in school?
Yeah, when I was in school.
Wow, Cole, you used to get into fights?
Oh yeah, I was a big brawler.
Wow.
It's because I was small and sarcastic.
Oh, I see. That makes sense, actually. That tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would never experience it because you're intimidatingly,
What?
your presence.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right.
Beard.
Yeah.
Did you beard early?
Early high school.
Tall
Started
with a beard?
bearding,
No
yeah.
one's fucking with you.
I was in high school not getting ID'd already. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's circle back to Okay, Richard Kicker is a book. We were still, let's see, I think we're still journeying through your timeline of doing improv in Atlanta. We were talking about the jams. You were jamming 4 times a week, right? Yeah, that's how we spiraled off to Richard Kicker's.
Do you want another pivotal moment in my development?
Yeah, give it to me.
Tommy Futch. Did you ever meet Tommy Futch?
I've met him. I never took a class with him. I've met him at the extent of like after some shows at Dad's to be like, "Hey, great show, Tommy. You're hilarious," kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that guy, oh, man. He reminds me, I got to make this very clear to everybody. I fucking love improv. I love everything about it, start to finish. And even the things that I despise when people like think they know everything or when classes try and tell me what to do, I still love that. I love when people are really educated about improv and they know the structures and they have like very specific ways that they want to do it. And even if they think other people should do it that way, I still love that. I get frustrated from it. And I think sometimes I get heated and I say like, I hate these things. But at the end of the day, I would rather have someone be trying to tell other people how to do improv than for someone to just like not do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But thinking about Tommy Futch reminded me of that because I think he's such a powerful inspiration for me in the world of like positivity and the love of the craft that like pulled it out of me.
Yeah. I've heard stories about Tommy, people that have had him as a teacher, mentor. Man, I wish I knew him more because he sounds like he was such an incredible influence and person in the community.
Yeah.
I have a friggin' award. I have a Tommy Futch award that I won, the first inaugural Tommy Futch award. And
you would love him.
Yeah, I know. I've had people tell me that. Yeah. R.I.P. Tommy.
He saw in Hannah and I, because we were like performing at Dad's a lot, and he was the first one that was like, oh, these two got something. And he pulled us into this show that he used to do at Manuel's Tavern. And it was like him and like his like older improv like friends. And then they would do improv for like older people at Manuel's Tavern. And it was so much different than the other improv, it was like, it's like you got to peek through a window of what improv used to be like.
Interesting. So
you would get like older style jokes, older like rhythms to it all, to how the show flowed. So classical. And we got to do like shows with him. And then there was one day where I had like kind of thrown out this idea as a gag, and Tommy sprung it on me in the middle of the show. And this was like, I was pretty nervous, like just in general, because I was new. And it was Hero. I want to be hero. I need a hero. I need a hero. That song.
I need a hero.
I had told Tommy, I was like, I can do anything. I can make anything interesting if that is my background music, as a gag. And then in the middle of the show, he was like, all right, I got this game for everybody. I got some music queued up and I need Cole to come out on stage and we're just going to play this. But what we need from you guys is like something that couldn't possibly be interesting. And then I was like, oh, he's not going to do it. He didn't tell me beforehand. And so he gets like fishing or something like that. And I do like the length of the song. I make like a little silent music video to it. And it was so good. It was so fucking fun.
Like you're just doing physicality to the song, right?
Just doing physicality, just catching a fish, but it's like insane. And the song keeps going. The song's so long.
It's long. Yeah.
And then, like by the end of it, I felt like, I was like, oh, fuck me. I could do anything.
Wow.
Oh, you're such a good guy. I'll tear up if I talk about it too much.
I got tissues here for that reason. People have cried on the podcast already.
I believe it.
I mean, improv is powerful and emotional, vulnerable. Yeah.
Anything that builds a community and then tells that community to be supportive, I think could be like just inherently emotional.
Yeah. I mean, what comes up often in conversations of improv is that not just with the people I'm interviewing, like my friends and colleagues and mentors, but like students too. Like I've heard on more than one occasion someone say like, improv saved my life. Like improv, like I had that, yeah. Yeah, I have a student be like, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. I had a student tell me, I didn't know I can feel happy again after whatever event happened in their life. I was like, I didn't know I can feel happy again. Thank you so much. This class was so fun. And yeah, I'm going to continue. And then, they continue through all the levels or whatever. Yeah.
That is really cute. It's nice to positively impact people. And then it's also kind of beautiful as an instructor in this community to then see them years later, and they're definitely on a team. They're definitely performing at, like this, festival or whatever. And you get to like watch them and remember back to it like, oh my God, it feels like yesterday when, you couldn't stop, doing like,
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. I don't even know if there's words to it. I don't think there's words for it, for that feeling or whatever. But
what do you think outside of musical improv? What do you think you are actually genuinely qualified to teach in the world of improv?
Like a subsect of improv, you're saying?
Or even or whatever.
Yeah. I think. I'm leaning towards emotions in improv or
conveying
or
feeling.
Yeah, feeling. Yeah, like not because I think a pet peeve of mine is when improvisers are saying how they feel, but they're not showing that emotion that they're saying. Like their words aren't matching their facial expression or their body language.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, I'm furious that you did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm really mad. And I'm just like, you don't look mad. Look mad. Act mad. Like I think it maybe ties back to the acting skills of it and like tapping into that stuff. So maybe emotions. Or also there's this workshop. I'm gonna shout it out again. I've done this before, but with Justin and Kelly, these two performers, improvisers in Florida, they run a countdown improv festival in Florida. They did a workshop, Love the One You're With, and it's just an improv about like how to fully love the person you're on stage with. And it was such a beautiful workshop. I'd love to reteach that similar workshop. It's just like, just to every time you hit the stage, do it full of love in your heart for yourself and for your scene partner, and it truly transforms the improv.
Yeah. That is interesting. Would you feel that is universally beneficial? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You hungry?
No, that came out of my mouth.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
What if you hate the person? What if you actually like despise them and morally? Do you hate anybody?
No, I don't think so.
Privileged.
I don't think so. There's people that I maybe strongly dislike. I don't know if I'd ever say hate.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, because I think about someone who like I'm close to hating. That somebody in my head that I strongly dislike for like ethical or moral reasons, and I'm like, I don't know their upbringing.
Totally.
I don't know that person's history. I don't know why they are the way they are. I don't know what experiences led to the creation of that human being. You know what I mean? So like I try to still have this, a little sliver of grace for a person.
100%. That's just the right way to be.
Yeah.
Just good for you. Good for me.
Yeah. I don't have to have the hate in my body, for someone else. But to your question, I think even if I'm on stage with somebody that I strongly dislike, when we're on stage and we're performing, and if we're doing improv specifically, I'm going to love that person. I'm going to love their ideas. I'm going to love their offers and everything they give me.
Okay, but those are two different things for sure. Like loving the person, loving their ideas and their offers. Because when you said that, I was like, immediately, I was like, I don't really like that. Because there's people that, for ethical reasons, I'm like, I know what you've done. Like, I know things you've done.
Yeah.
And for those reasons, I would be okay if you were hit by a bus. But in this moment, everything you say is going to be incredibly, like, I love what you're saying and I love the choices you're making.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Trying to separate it in supporting their choices. But I think for me, I feel like I'd have to filter it through for this moment on stage. I'm going to love that person also.
You just was because you got such a big, big heart.
No, I think it's a regular heart.
No, you got a big butterfly.
It's a regular size heart.
Yeah, it's a regular size heart. Fine. But it's like the Hoover vacuum of regulars. Whereas my heart is kind of more, mine's like those trash pickupers, like spikes.
The trash pickup spikes? What the heck?
Like when people are doing like highway cleanups.
Oh, yeah. And they stab wrappers and stuff.
And they stick the one specific thing that they want, and then they put it in the basket, and then they go to the next one. Yours is like a big vacuum, and it's just all these people getting sucked up into your heart. And you're like, here's all, I have room for all of you.
Sucking up people? I don't know if I'm sucking up people. I don't know if I like this analogy about my love. I feel like there's a better fitting analogy than me sucking up garbage. Me being a vacuum cleaner sucking up garbage, and you're the needle garbage picker upper.
Oh wow! It's also something suggestive about that my love is puncturing, and yours is
what? Sucking?
Stop with those sucking. Yeah, yours sucks. No. No, I've always found you to be like this incredibly loving human being with just like so much earnest and considerate energy. Everything that you do is just so like, it's like a hug is, like intention. There's always like a hug behind whatever you're saying or whatever you're doing with someone. And I don't think that that's true for a lot of people.
I appreciate you saying that. Shout out to my therapist.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
How long have you had this therapist?
6 years.
Frick. I was going to be like, well, I knew you before, but I didn't.
No. It was a pandemic relationship. Pandemic therapist. Pandemic was rough. Yeah. So thank my therapist, Rebecca, for... I should have just said it. Said it. I was going to say, thank you, Rebecca, before I even knew Rebecca's name. No. You guessed Rebecca in your head? You were going to make
this all the time. The word will come out of my mouth. Yeah. I don't know if she's going to listen to the podcast, but thank Rebecca for this version of Joel that you have such nice things to say about is because of my therapist.
Helped me through a lot.
Yeah, I guess she helped you take off, the layers
Yeah.
to get to that Joel. But that Joel was always there.
Yeah, that Joel was always there.
Yeah.
And I guess part of that same mentality I see in other people. That's part of what I guess I was trying to say before. I'm like, okay, what layers does that person have on
That's good.
that aren't off yet? You know?
Oh, you son of a bitch! You're gonna make me love people. Rick, that's good.
That's hysterical for you to be like, you're gonna make me love people.
Yeah,
That's hysterical.
I'll resist.
No, you won't. You won't get my love. No.
I have such moral. How do I put? I morally clash with most people because I'm vegan, and that is a moral stance that I'm taking.
Sure.
As a vegan, not like it's not dietary or environmental. Purely environmental. It's like for the sake of the animals and stuff. And so like morally I conflict with a lot of people, and I've been thinking about this too, where it's like it's really tragic that the thing that I care most about, animal well-being, animal rights, like moral agenda wise, this thing that is so important to me would truly benefit from like people that aren't that way, just not being around, like it just, if it like less animals, are hurt when like I just, these people aren't in this area, and that like conflicts with my similar mentality of like I don't really blame you for, like what you're doing, right? Like you are someone that is just the final domino in a long string of dominoes that led to this moment.
All right, to the purchase of this product.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Consumption of this thing.
But that doesn't stop the fact that like if you have no intention of ever being vegan, and you actually, if I could like see into your future and I'm like, oh fuck, you're just gonna do this forever, then less animals die if you get hit by a bus. I'm not advocating for non-vegans to get hit by a bus, but that is a moral like thing in my head that I'm thinking constantly. I'm like, this thing that matters so much to me, how do I, rationalize this?
Yeah, that's tough. Would you like people more? Are you saying that there's like this threshold of how much you can like or love somebody because they're not vegan?
Oh man, it's so interesting. Oh man, is this even something I want to put out there? It's like really, it's really tough. No, you got to stand on your ground. You got to stand on your morals. I do stand on that, and to a certain degree, if you don't have it in you to have the empathy for these animals, that it, to care about them enough to take away some of the luxuries of your life to ensure that they're not tortured, they're not born into torture for the purpose of literally a luxury, then like there's like a certain chunk of my consideration for you that's blocked out. Like I can't really I can't invest in someone knowing that investment leads to more suffering.
Animal suffering. Yeah.
Fuck me, there goes all my sponsors. Sorry, Mountain Dew.
We're explicit. The podcast is explicit anyway. So.
No, but I have sponsors.
You have sponsors?
Mountain Dew is gonna.
Well, what we could do is we can circle back to improv.
No, but this is actually really powerful. This is important.
I think so too. That's why I wanted to see that through that thread.
Yeah, I've been resisting letting this side of me out. This like
which side exactly?
Like being like aggressively about my morals, because so many people, and for the longest time I agree, so many people were like, like, oh, you're just gonna push people away, like you're just if you're just trying to proselytize your vegan agenda, people are just gonna like go twice as hard against it and stuff. And I don't know, I've seen enough of my friends, the years that I've been casual about it, not change. And if I care so much about it, I should really be, outwardly advocating for it. Okay, let's circle back to improv.
Well, let's circle back to improv, but just to wrap this up, I'm gonna make a change to consume less meat.
I would appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, if instead of that, I would love to send you some resources.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
I'll welcome some resources to help.
I know you're like an information consumer. It's going to be.
Are you calling me a vacuum again? Are you just trying not to call me a vacuum again? What is everyone? Cole just thinks I'm a vacuum.
I just think you're really, like you're so good. You're so efficient at being a vacuum. You're a lot like my next sponsor, Dyson.
Oh, I wish. Can we get a Dyson sponsor? Please. That's my
sponsor?
dream.
Dyson?
Dyson's in my dream. To have a Dyson vacuum cleaner is my dream.
Your place is so clean. Wait. To have a Dyson vacuum?
Yeah. That's my dream. Is to have one.
And I refuse to buy one. I must be sponsored.
Well, they're expensive.
Are
I
they?
can't justify a $800 vacuum.
That's crazy.
And I'm not going to get the cheap Dyson if it's a Dyson. If I'm going to get a Dyson, I'm going to get the full shebang.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Like quality.
Yeah, quality. So let's circle back to improv. The people want to know about improv.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Dad's Garage, Hannah, you were jamming 4 times a week. This is gonna be a 2-part episode, probably.
Tommy Futch,
Tommy
inspired
Futch.
me, and then we just kept doing shows. Oh, this was also pretty huge for me. Dads used to have this thing called Cage Match.
Yeah, familiar.
And when Hannah and I got onto their rookie program, we were able to start doing cage matches, and the higher ups, the like general company and the ensemble, because it was a 3-tier system back in the day. The higher ups did a few, but for the most part, they weren't like interested in doing cage match every week. So there was a ton of opportunity, and all you had to do was like have the courage to like submit, like your team. And so Hannah and I were doing this shit all the fucking time. Never together. Like we were always doing, like different teams with different people. And we went up against each other for years. And I only beat her one time.
Wow.
Every other time, she just demolished me. She just beat the fucking shit out of me. The audience like would cheer, and it would be like 2 guys, they're probably sexist, and they were just like, yeah, good job, Cole. And then everyone else in the fucking audience just losing their minds for Hannah. And like, of course, like, the other performers that she was performing with. But it was like, I dealt with like losing so much, like losing in improv, not even just like doing a bad job, because you can always justify like, well, it wasn't that bad, but I was empirically losing improv again and again and again.
With voting every week. Yeah. With the
A
audience.
different
voting.
audience too. It's not like one guy is, determined. I was just losing so much, and I had to like, I don't think it didn't necessarily like sting, but it did curate a particular mentality in me, of this like, this understanding of you can do a bad job, you can do like, not like, you can go on stage and it be like, you could have done better, and then also that drive of like, oh God, I have to do better. I have to get better. I have to figure out like how I can bring myself, what I do, up to a level that will beat this person who is so fucking charming and charismatic that it doesn't matter if her improv is good. She's won the audience, immediately. And so I had to really, the only time I ever beat her was with 2 worms.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Busted out 2 worms.
And 2 worms, just let the audience know what 2 worms is.
2 worms is me and Meg, the person who initially taught me improv. It's our improv format. It's our duo, and it's musical improv, but it's kind of more like someone described it really accurately. It's like an old timey like traveling entertainment duo. Like you could very easily see us popping out of a wagon and entertaining people.
Yeah, I can tell. That's a cool description. Essentially, Meg is playing guitar, playing music on the acoustic guitar, and singing, while Cole is doing essentially a one-man improv show with Hannah doing the narrating and the playing guitar. Was that how you would describe it?
I think a more accurate way to describe it would be it's two people doing their own improv at the same time. One is, and they're also doing it together because one is playing guitar, singing, and narrating a story, like telling a story.
You're right.
The other one is playing all the characters and
that,
doing all the physicality. But it is, if you watched just one of them, you would be really entertained either way. But when you watch them together,
oh my God,
really
that's a beautiful way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Meg playing and oh my God, hysterical. Like the show this past weekend was so fun. At the festival.
Blast. Yeah. Big dog fest. Big dog fest.
Okay, let's circle back.
I got good at losing.
We're here. Yeah, you got good. Yeah,
I got good at losing improv.
You got good at losing improv. But is that something that comes up often? Losing improv? I feel like
I think the lesson that you learn from that is huge. I think it because again, like we don't get that benefit of being, like told that what we're doing is bad anymore. Everything is good. Everyone did a good job. Good job. Oh, everything you did, it was so perfect. But I
interesting.
Like fucking metal, like a sword. I was hammered again and again and again. And it forged this thing that's like, if something goes wrong on stage, if I'm on stage and I make the wrong choice, I'm fucking steel now, like if something goes wrong in the middle of a set, I'm not going to like derail and fall apart. I lost for years. I know how to handle this. I know how to climb back,
What's a wrong choice?
Just like a choice, like a dropped character, a dropped voice, or or even just like something just super not funny, but you were banking on it, so you get that like long pause of you being like, "I said the thing."
What about it makes it wrong?
I think that's interesting. But this goes back to like what I think now, whereas like anything my scene partner does was never wrong, Yeah. But if someone like comes out and they're like, "My name's Susie Monostat,"
Susie Monostat, yep.
And I'm like, "Hey Tiffany, hand me that milk jug over there." Like that. I think that is like really difficult to deal with because now we don't just get to continue. We have to address the fact that
you call me by a different name that somebody had already declared.
Yeah. So stuff like that, But I think also, losing an improv and having that feedback made me better, made me like more keyed into the audience on choices that they will respond to, Yeah. Because you're so desperate to win.
Do you still have that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I said this too to Hannah, and she's like, she viciously disagrees. And I stand on this too, that I don't care who's in the audience. It could be a group of people. It could be 30 people. It could be fucking 4,000 people, and they all hate me going into the show. They hate me and they love you, and it's me versus you, and we're doing improv. I still think that you give me 30 minutes, and I could win them over, and they'll vote for me at the end. They could be your family. They could be your like romantic partner. I bet I could win them over. And that's just like being like,
and that's that competitive football player in there.
Yeah, too. It's like the drive to want that, more than it is the belief that can happen.
Yeah.
Why don't people, just have 100% confidence in themselves? I'll tell you, Joel, it's because not everybody was as supported in their childhood as I was.
That's part of it.
And growing up, I was very blessed.
Yeah, growing up in a supportive household.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, that's some of the work that I feel like we do in improv classes. Is like late in life, sometimes we're trying to instill that self-confidence in people to speak up and play and share your ideas and share your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got used to losing, and then the cage match, and you were in the rookies.
Yeah, and then I mean, just like just like anything happens, you start doing shows and you figure out like the way the reasons people like your style of improv, you know. And for me, that was like physicality. I was doing parkour at the time too, so
Yeah. Oh, physicality.
just like a
Yes.
big, yeah.
I mean, you know that's your brand, right?
Yeah, and it's
When people think physical improv, they think Cole Wadsworth.
and that's really nice of people, and I really like it too. But sometimes I find that really isn't the case. You know, people will like say physicality
Okay.
because it's the flashier thing. But I think more often than not, what is interesting in the shows that I do really well at is like the whimsy of the world, you know? I think I'm drawn to whimsy, and I'm drawn to like the magic that can be created when someone object works funny, or they make a choice that builds a rule to the world that's really interesting, and I'll latch onto that. And then the show's really, really funny, and at the end, they're like, oh, that when you stuck your head out the window and you were like, you know, the wind was hitting you in the face, that was so funny, you know. And they think like, oh, it's a physical guy, but they don't realize that like I had stuck my head inside the car window from the outside, and the AC was blowing on my face because someone else had, you know, done like wind blowing in the car or something like that. And to me, like the whimsy of the world was so interesting. But everyone like really attaches me to physicality.
Yeah.
Which I'm not like, of course. I do a lot of physicality.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say it's even like a focal point for me.
It's not a focal point for you?
I think it's more reflex at this point. But it
I
isn't
see,
something
I
that,
see.
you know.
Yeah, because it's so embedded in you.
Totally.
You're not even thinking about it. You're just doing your thing.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but there's times, oh, actually, I don't know now that I'm not really talking about it.
I love how beliefs about yourself are getting debunked just by you sharing out loud.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like certain things I think about myself and I'll say them out loud and I'm like, that doesn't sound true.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. It is really, it's important in all improv to accept every possibility at any one point could be the most interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I love that. Perspective. At any moment, any possibility can be the most interesting thing.
Yeah. Like the way you open a door, you know? I think if I could, maybe, God, I hope this podcast gets really, really, really famous. And and this is what people remember from this episode.
Okay.
Don't open the door the same. It doesn't matter how you open the door. Don't do it the same. Don't twist a knob clockwise and push it open. Don't do that anymore. Something else. It doesn't matter what it is. Use your other hand. Have the knob be on the top of the door. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of it.
Really? That's your hot take?
Just one that I came up with right now. But I would really like to see people take standard physicalities, do them differently, and then don't talk about it.
Oh, I see.
That's just how doors work. You know, grab the doorknob that's in the middle on the bottom of the door, twist it, and then open it like a garage door, and then walk in and shut the door and say, Margaret, I'm sorry, I forgot Lucy. I knew today was the day I was supposed to pick her up, and I forgot.
Not even acknowledging.
You just think you don't.
Yeah.
But the audience, you know, now knows, okay, that door is a really funny door. And then when you know, like you need a gag, you need a joke at the end, you've gotten too serious and you need a gag or something. Maybe that door is locked, and now how do you unlock the garage door kind of thing? It's just like so much room for that kind of stuff. Just,
Yeah, the whimsy.
yeah.
The whimsy of the world. I think I like the way you're wording before. Like what unique details. Because I think very often people are like trapped or boxed in by the rules of our world in reality.
Mm.
Like they're playing on stage with our rules when like they forget that it's make believe. They forget that anything's possible.
Yeah. And that we need to tell the audience that, like, we need to explain to them so that they know, like, I didn't mess up. That's just how it is. You know?
Yeah.
And it's sentences like this, like, what a weird door. Or, I guess my door opens up like that. You know,
Mhm.
oh, just don't say that. Just,
Yeah.
just like live in the world and let it breathe.
Yeah. The UCB manual has a word for that. That type of behavior where you're just like almost like breaking the fourth wall a little bit, like say a joke to do with this kind of joke of the environment. I forgot what it is, but another example is like when this is one of my pet peeves, is when there's classically two chairs on stage, but one of those scenes is like, all right, students, come on in, and then there's two people sitting, and then someone's like, wow, this class, it doesn't have enough chairs. And I'm just like, just fucking be in the class, dude. Just shut up about the chairs.
You know, at a jam, it's hard because for them, they've never heard that joke before.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Oh, yeah, that's a great point. Yes.
A lot of them are like firing this joke off like, oh, this is going to be so
This is
good.
going to fucking kill.
Oh, the roof's coming down with this one.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of sympathy for people that do those, and then the audience crickets, and it's like, I'm sorry, pal, you didn't know.
You didn't know?
You're here 20 years too late, but you didn't know, you know? Like, so that kind of stuff, you're right.
Yeah.
Because that happens on like all levels, you know, the cliche jokes that will just explain to the audience verbally why this world is different than the world that you understand. And I think it's so much more interesting if you do a physicality wrong and that is how it's supposed to be done, and you just treat it. You don't open a door and say like, I'm opening the door and it's hinging to the right, you know, like you just open the door, right? So if it, you know, you pick up a coffee cup, but you twist your hand 180 degrees and you grab the coffee cup and you drink it that way, and then 2 scenes later, someone else does the same thing, but no one has addressed it. That's so interesting. It's such an easy cheat. It's so interesting.
Yeah, I love that. Do something weird, don't address it.
Yeah.
Do something weird, don't address it.
And then someone else copies it.
Yeah. But what if somebody's like, what are you doing? What would you do?
Then you explain something else. Well, I'm wearing 2 shoes. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, this is my first day wearing 2 shoes. Sorry, you've never seen me wear 2 shoes before. And then you drink
my
your
hat?
coffee.
You don't like this hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. That kind of shit I do love too. When someone they try to be normal.
Oh, yeah.
You
the voice of reason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't you dare try and do that with me on a stage unless you want to get some of this.
It's a battle. It becomes a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love that though.
That's entertaining. I mean,
so
I love a good voice of reason versus the ridiculous thing in the scene. Is a really fun formula for a scene.
Because you can always just say that they're not wearing pants. You can always say that, you know? So if anytime anyone...
Classic.
It's the classic. It's so easy too.
What are you doing with no pants on?
Yeah. Why are you holding that cup weird? Why aren't you wearing pants? It's the easiest comeback.
Easy.
Oh God. When this podcast gets super famous and then we're just seeing a bunch of those scenes.
That's going to be every week at the jam. Why don't you have pants on? And people will be like, Joel, you have to stop the podcast. You have to stop it.
You're pushing the waves of improv too aggressively. Yeah, that's beautiful. What's your go-to cheat?
Cheat? What do you mean cheat?
Like when you're on stage, and what's like a cheat that you use?
I'd like to make a scene Easier? What do you mean? Cheat?
That's interesting.
Because I think the word cheat is what's throwing me off. Because a cheat, I feel like, is implying doing something that's like a shortcut or hack to accomplish something. You know what I mean? Like a cheat.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
I guess that's why that's what I'm processing.
Did you ever cheat in school? Cheat on a test?
Yeah.
Have you cheated on a partner?
Yeah.
Oh man.
An older version of Joel. Yeah.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Yeah. And it's, like something I hold a lot of shame about.
Yeah. Same.
But moving forward, I
Mm-hmm.
look back at that person and I'm so grateful where I've come from them. So yeah, I saw the sadness in your eyes when you said that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a good person. Vacuum heart.
Yeah.
But that's interesting because I didn't peg you as like, I was like, oh wow, Joel's always been a really good person.
No. I mean, when we talk about the jock days, I was a jerk. I was a bully.
Oh,
I would say like the first half of high school. I had a character arc towards the end of high school.
cool.
Because I was like a jerk, a cliche jerk, top of the food chain type of jock in part of the cool kids.
Yeah, 6'2" with a beard. Ugh.
And then, but at one point, I was also the class clown, and at that point, like freshman year, sophomore year, my humor was at the expense of others, picking on others, and then I had this one moment I remember. It was a group. It's like, man, it's so vivid, this memory. A bunch of us were hanging out, and one of my friends at the time, or I say friends, like whatever, and was
what does
like,
that mean?
Well, just because like we'll listen to the story and be like, would a friend ask you to do that thing?
Oh sure,
and be
sure,
like,
sure.
Joel, you see that old guy across the street? Throw this newspaper at him.
No,
Yeah,
you did.
And
you
at a previous phase, I was the kid that like you dare them to do whatever, and I would do it.
Oh sure.
Right. So and then at this moment, and then my thought, I'm like, I don't want to do that thing. And so like, but what I verbalized was like, no, you do it. If you think it's funny, you do it. And then he was like, oh, pussy, Joel's pussying out, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. You're the one who thinks it's funny. So why don't you do it?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was like, whatever. And then it became like, whatever. Okay, Joel, whatever. Forget it.
For sure.
And then this thing clicked for me like, oh, I don't have to be a dick. I don't have to be a dick to be funny.
That is crazy, actually.
And then this arc started happening, getting into my junior and senior year, totally flipped. I actually started doing more committed to theater, musical theater, and now I'm having multiple different groups of friends. And I'm like, oh man, these people I used to pick on are fucking awesome. They're amazing people. And so I had to deal with all this like shame and regret. Like, okay, I'm done picking on people. And then I actually, yeah. So then I started becoming friends with everyone and then realizing that, I'm funny without needing to pick on people. I could. Yeah. And I still won class clown senior year.
Oh
yeah. If this speaks to the completion of the character arc, actually, I won both class clown, and in my school we had this award called most pull with the faculty. I don't know if that's common, but what that means is essentially like most liked by teachers also.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So you were actually funny.
Yeah, I became actually funny because not relying on exploiting other people to be funny taught me like, oh, I can be funny doing other things. Yeah.
I bet so often that's the case. I bet people that are really good at bullying people could just be really funny.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, anybody could be. I mean, everyone has a sense of humor. They just need to uncover what their style of humor is.
Yeah.
Cole gave me a look. Cole gave me a look like, shut the hell up.
I don't know. Why does everybody have to be everything? You know what I mean? It's like some people can just not
some
be
people
funny.
can just be not be funny.
Yeah, I think that's fine too. I don't know. We like put.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. But I guess all I'm saying is everyone can be.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true? You think there's individuals that just cannot be funny, can't learn it.
Hot take. I think comedy, I think being funny, you know, I don't think it's as easy as like learning. I don't think you can.
Wrong.
I don't know if I've ever met someone that I'm like, that was not funny, took a bunch of classes and became funny. I don't think that's true.
Well, I don't think it's classes. I don't think it's just classes. I think it's also like exposure and life experiences.
I think it can only happen accidentally. I don't think anyone can intentionally become funny unless they were funny or they accidentally become funny. I don't know. I've never seen it.
What do you mean you've never seen it?
I've never known someone that wasn't funny and became funny. I've never known that. You're thinking of it right now.
Because I'm thinking about students in improv classes, and they come to level 1 and they're shy and maybe introverted, and I can recall students being like, I'm not funny, I'm just doing this for work, or I'm doing this for this reason or that reason. And then when I see them in class start to come out of their shell and get more comfortable, they're funny.
Yeah, but I bet they were funny to like their family that they were.
But dude, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's funny. It's just underneath.
No.
You got to uncover it.
No, I think there's some people that are like completely comfortable and they're like super confident and they come out and they're not funny.
You know what?
And then they train, they take their classes and they end up still not being funny.
Do you want to fight?
It's like
that's what you get. Come here.
What's my last tooth?
Give me your tooth. Give it to me.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm keeping it as a souvenir.
Where are you gonna put it?
On my
Don't
wall.
tell me. I'll steal it, idiot. I'm just gonna get it right back.
Okay.
Or I'll take one of your teeth, replace it with my tooth, and you won't even know.
What? Do I have your teeth?
We have the exact same teeth. Our teeth look identical.
Okay, so you asked me about...
Circle back to improv.
Go back to improv. We talked about bullying, our character arc in high school. Man, we diverged from improv. Yeah.
Well, let's connect it to improv.
Cool.
Because I think anything really can be connected to improv.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because life experiences are what dictate a lot of a person's ability to do improv. You think about like comedy and being funny and stuff, and everyone's going to agree that like good improv is not about being funny. You know, everyone will agree to that. You know, it's just like, and I think that's true. And I think that we as improvisers should be striving less to be funny and more to be interesting. And I think that translates, you know, as comedy sometimes, you know, because maybe we'll laugh.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network.
Hold on. I think being interesting can sometimes translate as funny to an audience because they'll smile, you know, but I think that reaction is just joy. I think like you can elicit joy from an audience by doing something interesting without it being funny. And this is so true to my goals on stage because, and this is actually another thing that I tell people all the time, and I do stand on this, and I think this is more universally good.
Yeah, this is the 7th time that Cole says I stand on this.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's how you're supposed to say that phrase.
Yeah, but you're standing on it.
But I'm standing on it. I stand on this. Everyone should create a goal for what they think a good improv set is that they've done. You know, like create a very tangible goal of if I accomplish this goal, then I did a good job. You know, so often people will come out and they'll be like, I think I did a bad job. I don't think I did a good job in that improv. I don't think that was a good thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what are you qualifying that by?
Right.
And it's always like, well, it just wasn't that funny, you know, like, and then they'll explain their choices and stuff and that it didn't get a laugh. And I'm like, dude, that's a crazy specific thing to try and accomplish in a subjective art form with an audience of people whom have lived an entire life and then had a day today, all of which you cannot know leading up. they're all factors to what is
Yep,
going to make them laugh.
exactly.
But what you can control are things in your mind, that you can like check off. For me, it's do something that the audience has, like never seen before. And sure, that's subjective because they're an audience and maybe they've seen it, but you can I can pretty safely say, I can go out and just say like an absolutely absurd thing, do a weird physicality, and then at the end of the day be like, no way has someone seen someone plop their eyeballs into a blender, blend it, drink that juice, and now I have eyes in my toes. No way has someone seen that. And I've accomplished that.
Yeah, and now we've all imagined it. So
Yeah.
So we've seen it in our mind's eye now.
Now you got to ask yourself, were the eyes on the top of the toes, which would still like give me vision, or on the bottom, and so I have to walk different?
No, I didn't imagine either of that. I imagined them on the front of the toe, kind of like pointing outward. So like you had vision of the ground. So it's like the camera view, like of an RC car, like when if it's moving forward.
Yours was the right answer. Both of mine were inane.
Yeah, both yours were just so dumb. Like, what do you mean? So it's either looking back at you or the ground. You're nuts.
And then now a series of questions.
Yeah.
Why did he make that smoothie? To what purpose? Was that the intended result?
Yeah. Well, he knows that the eye's going to grow back.
Did he?
Yeah. I think so. Well, in my reality, the eye grows back, and this is like a routine. Like a routine.
Every day he does it?
Now, I don't know if it's every day. I didn't say that. It could be once a month. Could be.
I
quarterly.
really like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting. And that wasn't a funny choice at all. On its own, not funny, but it was interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the. This is something that I heard this for unfortunately for the first time. Why did I say unfortunately? I guess not unfortunately. I guess because I heard it kind of later. I heard it in conservatory. This phrase about interesting versus funny for the first time in conservatory from Tim Stoltenberg. I was doing a class, and it really stood out to me too about like not being concerned with funny. Just be interesting. Do something interesting. It doesn't don't focus on jokes and humor. Just focus on being interesting.
Yeah. And it's fun too, because, it doesn't have to be absurd. Right?
Yeah.
What I just did was absurd.
Right.
But
yeah, it doesn't have to be absurd. You're absolutely right. Because if something is I think this is what trips up improvisers too. The lack of a laugh, I feel like, builds tension for people on stage, but it doesn't. It's not a signal that anything is wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel like, because something can be so. I've watched an improv scene that's like that I'm loving, that I'm so interested in, but maybe I'm not laughing yet. But they're performing, they're listening, they're engaging. The scene is unfolding, but it doesn't mean anything's wrong because nobody's laughing. And I think people kind of spaz out. They short circuit on stage when there's too much silence. And then they, get whacked. Yeah.
100%. The greatest improv set that I ever saw was done by this French guy and this Norwegian girl that were friends, and they do improv, but they live in different countries and they travel doing this improv. And they do mini Pixar movies is their format. And they came to Dad's at one point, and this is for like an international festival that Dad's had done.
Oh, damn.
And it was absolutely incredible. The twos that really stuck out was this one and then this Greek performance troupe. But this one, it was so interesting. Very minimal laughter. The laughter was like sparse and very brief and just kind of chuckly. But everyone in the theater was watching with like no one blinked the entire time. Everyone's jaw was just open the whole fucking time, just watching these people be this guy folding himself up into a paper airplane and flying over, and then this other person, being scissors, and they're like cutting the air, and you're just so desperately don't want that paper to get cut by those scissors, and the paper makes it. And you're just thinking to yourself, you're not outwardly making noise, but you're thinking like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that paper didn't get cut up by those scissors. And I'll never forget that. I barely laughed at all. And I'll never forget that whole set.
Wow.
So people, again, stop qualifying your improv by the laughter that you receive. Stop, striving for that goal. And instead, like, be honest in the moment. The second you find something interesting,
follow that.
Hit the gas.
Yeah.
Go as hard as you can into that. That's the juice.
Gas.
Hit the gas.
Hit the gas.
Yeah. Fucking Joe doing that gay shit over here, huh? And I got all these newspapers for sale.
Wow, you're just combining all my old traumatic memories. Wow.
Yeah, the same guy.
In one character.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah, and I think about like the two infamous performers or whatever. I say that with air quotes for listeners. TJ and Dave, who perform, and sometimes their sets are not funny, but they're always engaging and interesting. Have you ever seen TJ and Dave?
I can't remember.
I got some recordings of them.
Make a face that one of them makes. Make your face look like theirs.
Okay, 1 second.
If either of them saw that, I think they'd be offended.
They'd be offended. I did not do justice.
Really
Dude,
funny.
it's been. I'm loving this. Interview.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not done yet.
Okay.
What's your bandwidth like? It's been 2 hours.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
Yeah. I feel
I
like
can chat. I
feel like we haven't finished your journey.
It's been 2 hours?
Yeah. But wait, we did banter for maybe 5-10.
Oh yeah, it's not,
Right?
It
Like the stuff that Matt's gonna cut.
for sure.
But
I'm down to chat.
okay.
And you
so
can
this
also
will be a
cut.
two-parter. This will be a 2-part episode for sure. But I still feel like we haven't gotten to the present day for
Is this
your
whole thing-
story.
Is it supposed to be like the journey and then it's done?
No. It's supposed to be the journey, and then we freestyle. But what's happening in this interview is like we're telling your story, but then adding the little tangents throughout.
Yeah.
But usually it's, I guess there's no structure. I guess we could dovetail whenever we can, like whatever.
Yeah.
Turn tape over.
I want to say thank you to Matt Isaacs. Thank you so much, Matt, for editing these episodes. Matt is a talented and kind member of the Atlanta improv community. If anyone out there has any audio editing or song mixing needs, please reach out to me at joel@thejoyofimprov.com. I'll connect you with Matt and get you on your way to getting some clean, fresh audio. If you're enjoying the podcast and you want to support and keep this podcast going, you can support in one of 2 ways. You can leave a 5-star review, and if you do, please leave an improv topic that you want us to discuss, or perhaps a question for a future guest. Another way to support the podcast is to give a monetary contribution on our Ko-Fi page. Anything helps. $1, $5 does not matter. Anything helps in keeping the podcast going. You can find the link to contribute in our Instagram or in the link in the episode description. Thank you so much for listening. It means so much that you're here. See you next time, and scene.